Hi, it's Peter. It's Mob Guppy, where the Guppy is the mob. Chattanooga Ed, first in. Color Guppies, second in. Tampa Tom Fishing, what's up? How y'all doing? Happy Monday. It's crazy. So yesterday I did something insane. I killed a canister filter. Killed it. And I said, you know what? Maybe I'm just not good at these canister filters. Doug Gray, the fifth and only real Ghostbuster, Peter Thiel. Thank you very much. Maybe I'm just not good at canister filters, so here's what I'm doing. I went and I ripped it out of the system. Well, not all the way, but almost. And I put in a couple of sponge filters in my 65. I got to order a bigger sponge filter, but I'm going to kill the canister filter on one of my other tanks, and then I'm going to go from there. I'll tell you what, it was time to change it out. I changed it out. I can't get it to do anything. So it's just I'm killing it. It is what it is. I'm going to get a hang on back and just, and sponge filters and go from there. Posiwi, how are you? Yeah, I've got I put in a couple of sponge filters. I grabbed for one of the sponge filters, I put the new one in one of the guppy tanks, and then the other guppy tank, I went from there. Posiwi, you're tired? Yeah, I am tired too. It's just been busy, busy, busy. I got home today, did all sorts of stuff. Jeff with Valley Fish, how are you? Great having you here. So it's just I did something which I've not done enough of lately. I did put out a video with guppies in it so that you can see what's going on in a couple of my guppy tanks. You know what I was listening to, Chewy? Before getting ready to do the live stream, I went and did. Oh, your rack crashed? Oh, Posiwi, I'm sorry. John Oliver, what's up? So I put out a video. I just fed the baby brine shrimp a few minutes ago. Yeah, I don't know. You since I'm probably because of one reason only, I'm not monetized yet. When I get to be monetized, I'm guessing you'll get them quicker. I don't know. I have no idea. Had cichlid, spit early stress, must have gotten the guppies. Lots of empty tanks. Yeah, I'll tell you, you're absolutely right, Chewy. You didn't get the notification either, but I did get a text. Yeah, I sent you a text. For those who've been playing around with the idea of swordtail guppies, you get a really good look at one of my tanks of swordtail guppies. And so that's all good. And some fish food I received with a link to Doug Gray's eBay page. And so there you go. So let's see here. Bolo, the world's most attractive dog, is walking around. Doing what Bolo does. Yes, it was a great packing job. Your guppies ate the rest. Your dogs ate the rest of your guppy food yesterday. Yeah, not good. I will tell you this: after I feed, Bolo is like searching out the floor to see if he can get any morsels of guppy food. He likes them he likes it a whole lot. So there you go. If you notice, I have like a cut on my head here. I did that while wrestling with my while wrestling with my canister filter. I just banged it on the side of the aquarium and it was bleeding for a while. Something interesting about that strain that I sent you in an email. There you go. So yeah, so I've just decided they're not good for me, canister filters. It's I'm just gonna get a couple of sponge filters and big ones and go from there. Okay, Bolo, come on up. Everyone wants to see you. No, he's being playful. Yeah, it's yeah, okay, here we go. Here comes Bolo. See what a good dog he is. See you hear him make funny noises? Yeah, so yeah, Bolo could have his own t-shirts. Oh wait, he does. Yes, if you get the Mobb Guppy t-shirts, if you go to the Teespring store, link in the video below, below the video, you can see Bolo's shirts. He has a couple of different ones. One of them is semi inappropriate. I'll let you see if you go to the store, but it's funny. Yeah, best filter is plants. Yeah, there is something to be said about that. Something to be said about that indeed. Yeah, so Bolo here, yeah, he's just a happy little guy. He I get home from work, I made the video, I did some stuff. He sat in my lap and you can vote Anacris. I'm not familiar with that plant. I need to look it up. You know what I need to get? You know what anybody can grow. Hornwort. You can't go wrong with it. Can't go wrong. So Bolo, completely stone cold deaf. We were out. I was out walking him, probably about 20 minutes ago, and because I learned if I grab him and take him for a walk before, it keeps me from having him interrupt us in the middle of the live stream. Guppies to marijuana is pretty much the same thing, Doug Gray. Eating ribs, got to send the phone down. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. Everyone should own a Bolo T-shirt. It's yeah. So Bolo is just he's a happy camper. Let's see what else is going on. I fed a big honkin' pound worth. When you got my notification, Ed was here. Yeah, Ed showed up. And I have it set to start at 7 Eastern, but I think he may have saw the other video and then came over. You never know. It's Ed. A Svengoolie t-shirt. I have, of course, my Waffle House t-shirt. This is a Levi's t-shirt. So on Friday, I get to drive to Springfield for a doctor's appointment. They don't have a doctor that specializes in my condition in beautiful Joplin. I had a brain aneurysm 12 years ago. I've said it before, but just in case you didn't know. And my brain aneurysm thing, you need a doctor just in case you have an issue. You know what I'm saying? And Lord knows I need all the brain help I can get. So I have to go to Springfield on Friday for them to look at my they did like an MRI a few weeks ago. So I gotta drive down. I gotta be there by 10. It's an hour and 20 minutes away. So I put in a half day at work because it's a Friday. I would have done the whole day as a sick day at work, but it's Friday at my office. It wouldn't be kosher. Wouldn't be kosher, so I'll go. But I'm gonna go to work first thing, and at 7:30, I'm gonna go and pick up Bolo and take him to daycare. Feed the fish real carefully. Ooh, an Ancient Aliens Moronathon. I should be able to watch part of it till they get to Monster Quest. Bolo, okay, Bolo, you want to get down, or you want to sit? What? What? He almost barked there. But now he's growling a little bit. Okay, you can get down. And so there you go. Yeah, Livestream Ed was alive and awake at 7 p.m. Our Czechoslovakian friend. And because I didn't know about that until Chattanooga Ed, fantastic. Live in the studio. You can hear Bolo coughing in the background. That's part of his issue with being congestive heart failure. Hear him? That's congestive heart failure, everybody. Let's see here. You should get some cardboard Simpsons characters sit on the couch with you. You see, that would mean, Doug Gray, that I would have foresight and I would have any ability to draw anything. Anyone who has received my boxes knows, yeah, he's not a real good construction guy. I can put together a box. It's okay. Chattanooga Ed, you've received a box of fish from me. Give the report. It's, it ain't bad, but it's not like exact science. Yeah. What, Bolo? And so who knows what's going on with the deaf one here. Hat Trick Farm, how are you? Okay, hold on, gang. I'm going to get him a treat. And maybe that's what will help here. Because, I mean, he just went out and did all sorts of urinating, so. And he pooped a while back, so. Hold on. Let me get a treat. All right. He's following me around. Let's see here. Come on. Come on up. Now, he can't hear me. All right. But he knows the game. Rico Stan, how are you? Yeah, you see, I was. See, I knew you pooped earlier. Need more packing materials and shrimp orders to keep the bag in place? Yeah, that's fair enough. Hey, Melvin in the house. Select Pet. Yeah. Oh, you're smashing into your car into a couple of others. I'm sorry about that. You see, I'm a kind of a psychic and realizing, we're people. We poop. Just sort of is. 12 here, 6 thumbs up. Thanks, gang. I appreciate it. That's a passive aggressive way for me to say, please hit the like button. It's kind of passive aggressive, wasn't it? I'm glad you're all here and everything. I wish people would hit like. So I save all my Walmart sacks as well as pick up extras to use this in your shipping boxes. Yeah, you see, I have peanuts I usually put in. Sometimes I probably should put more in. I need the baggies because I have a dog and he poops. Hey, sorry about that, Chattanooga Ed. If you continue to have headaches, go see a doctor. I had them, and you want to rule out that ain't what I had. So, yeah, it's okay. Good. I'm glad you've checked it out. Because and by the way, here's again, here's a public service announcement. Rarely do you get from the Mobb Guppy channel. Is that I went, the Tennessee Mafia, Chattanooga Mafia. So I started having a headache almost every night. This is, probably around 12 years ago in May. Every night I started having a headache right before bedtime. And I'm going, well, what is this? And all of a sudden it was around, it was right after Labor Day, like the Sunday after Labor Day, I had a huge headache. Huge. Thank you, Rico Stan. Enjoy the pumpkin pie. So I had a huge headache. I was like laying on the ground in the apartment. The ex-wife found a doctor for me to go to. The doctor said, have you been under a lot of stress? I said, well, I just did a big project at work. So she said, so went to the doctor, and the doctor was a lady, and she said, well, I'm going to give you a mild antidepressant painkiller with a little bit of caffeine because it'll slow you down a little bit. So, and she said, see me in a week. So a week later, I show up and I go, yeah, I'm still not really feeling all that well. My head is just killing me. And she said, okay, I need you to have an MRI, and I don't want to scare you, but you may have a brain tumor. So I'm going, holy capoli. I named my brain tumor Earl. So I go in the next day for the the MRI. It was actually the same day. It was actually the same day I went in for the MRI because it was one of those MRI clinics. And so I go, I have the MRI. They told me that I would know. This was on a Monday. They said they would let me know on a Wednesday, you know, Thursday maybe at the latest. Okay, great. Okay, I have a tumor. So, William Pridemore, how are you doing? Glad you're here. And so I went in and had so that day I got home from work and there was a message on the home. We had VoIP thing, and there was a message on VoIP, so I listened to it, and it was my doctor, and she was originally from Kazakhstan, and her name was Dr. Sapna Singh, and so I called Dr. Singh. HC Agua, how are you? And she ended up saying, I hate doing ethnic accents, but mainly because I think it's stupid, but I'll do it in this case. Hello, Peter. This is Dr. Sapna Singh. You have a brain aneurysm. It's a huge one. You need to see a neurosurgeon immediately. I'm going, oh no. So you get hit by that. Anybody who's had cancer or anything like that, um, is that you just sort of go, wow. So it took me a week to see a doctor. And so I went in, and which freaked me out. So I went in, and the doctor wanted me to check into the emergency room that day. But the ex wife and I had just moved to the New York City area. We knew no one, 0.0 people. And so I said, what's the percentage I'm going to die? Reasonable question. And he said, oh, probably about 1%. I said, can I get some? I need to find somebody to come to town. So got home, made some phone calls. My sister and her husband lived in Maryland at the time. They came up to New Jersey, and they could come up in a couple of days. So I checked in on 2 nights later, and I had the surgery on a Friday, and brain surgery. So brain aneurysm is nothing to mess around with. What, Bolo? What? Hold on, let me catch him. I don't know why he's so energetic. He's old. He's deaf. He just peed and pooped. What does he want? He just ate a bunch. Okay. Okay, come on. I put a leash on him, and I'll tell you why. Because since he can't hear, there you go from there. I called David Childress and told him you were receiving messages from aliens. You see? That's the foresight. So here's my lesson to all, is that if all of a sudden you have a change in your life, like severe headaches, you get fevers on, anything like that, go see the doctor. And it may save your life, or you may be a hypochondriac. All right, Bolo decided he wanted to leave, so I don't know what he was after. Right now he's drinking water. So there you go. So yeah, so the fish room are really good. I have a bunch. Hopefully I'm going to be in the place where I grow out these these baby super red plecos. I've been putting in a whole slice of zucchini, like a half a zucchini in there, every 2-3 days. And that seems to be helping quite a bit. And they love it. Zucchini, it's amazing. And I suppose I could do the same thing by putting in a half a cucumber. And maybe I'll do that this time. Everybody in the tank loves it. Here's the deal, Rico Stan. Following my surgery, I started to have issues with my balance, and sometimes my hands. They're pretty good right now, but sometimes my hands are like this. Thank you very much, Anthony's Fishy Friends in the house. Thank you for the thumbs up thing. 18 here, 13 thumbs up. Thank you guys very much, and feel free, and actually please give me a thumbs up. And feel free to share. Sharing the live stream ain't bad either. Like Gene Wilder and Blazing Saddles, except I wasn't drunk. Trust me. No part-time job delivering nitroglycerin. No, tell me something. I'm not going to mess around with anything. You have to be real careful. Thanks, Select Bet. So here's what I end up doing, just as FYI. I end up doing I have a pill, because if you go to like a business meeting and you don't want to be shaking. So I have a pill that I'll take a half of before I go to bed and half when I get up if I have a meeting the next morning. And I'll take that just to make sure that I don't look like I'm spazzing out. And I'm told that my shakes are not Parkinson's. But I will say this about the shakes, is that for a cup of coffee and stuff like that, yeah, you got to be careful. Hit the like button 3 times. Second time reversed the first one. Had to make up for that. You see, there you go. It's a scam. So it's so yesterday I did a lot of water changes, all that sort of stuff. Do you hear him? I'm giving him the sign, come here. By the way, the weather is quite nice here. It was like 75 today. It's gonna get cooler tomorrow because we're gonna get something called rain. Yeah, it's by the way, gentlemen, the ladies love it when you say, you know what? I have a home full of nitro. They love that. It's a good conversation starter with ladies. Almost as good as I have 70 fish aquariums. Hold on a second here. Let me get Bolo. Oh. All right. Okay. I'm going to feed him like an iguana. Because I think that's what he wants. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'm all about global warming. Gap filler, what's up? Welcome to the live stream. Yeah, it's got to love knowing the Guppy color wheel. Yep, that's all good. No, like an iguana. They say that if you own an iguana, you have to do whatever you can never to start feeding them by hand. Because once you start feeding them by hand, they will only eat from you in your hand. And so that's the iguana story. Anybody keep an iguana by any chance? I've never really had a temptation to. But I get stories that they're, sometimes they say, oh, they're great, they're wonderful. And then I hear that as they get older, they get mean and you have to take up half your living room with an enclosure for 30 years. So that's why I've never gone iguana. What? What? I'm like Bob Kaler with his dogs that are always the one dog that's always fussy and barking during the deal. Freezing in Florida, which means iguanas might start falling from the trees. They're used to a reptile dysfunction. Boo! Boo! I gave, by the way, on Doug's most recent video or the video before that, Doug, I gave you a great dad joke that I made up. A New Jersey-based one. I'll let you tell it. By the way, you know what they call iguanas in their native land, don't you? They call it the chicken of the trees. Because apparently it tastes a lot like chicken. Doesn't everything? Look at this guy. Look how. Come here. Man, is he spoiled. Still trying to figure out what his deal is. Okay, here we go. Now he's starting to eat. All right, hold on. Once he starts rolling on the eating, that'll be all we need. Darn work, too busy today. I couldn't contact Jimco. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do Jimco when I get the new room up, which probably will be early next year. If they give us one stimulus check this year, I'll get the flooring done. So now that the election is over, they seem open to giving us a stimulus check. You notice that? Iguana doesn't have it anymore. Yeah, the whole iguana deal is that if they totally are like locked into you, they're really great to have. They're not quite as cool as what's the lizard that wants to sit in your lap all the time? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the air piston thing. I haven't figured out which one, Anthony, but that's probably what I'm gonna do. Vinoski Tanks, how are you doing? Great having you here. Yeah, I haven't figured out which one I'm going to go with yet, but I'll talk to them and sort of figure it out. And it's you use an Alita, Doug, and yeah, I haven't really gone in with a firm deal, but I know what I'm doing. Yeah, you got to give them a ring. I have to go, and I have to finish doing a couple of things that to get things going. So at $230, yeah, not bad. So I I think I brought this up for. I've invested in micro shares in a few racehorses, and one was auctioned off today, and she didn't have a great year, and she's from a young stallion that doesn't have a reputation yet for producing uh, uh, broodmares, which is very big in the thoroughbred industry. So they ended up giving me they sold the horse today for 80 grand, and which probably means of the $115 I had in her, means I'm probably gonna get $5 back. Oh well. That ain't bad. Not bad at all. Oh God, now that's a good dad joke. Marijuana. So yours is running 75 tanks. So there you go. WhatsApp that horse on Facebook that was lying around. Yeah, that's a different one. That's Moonlight Dioro, who ran on Saturday, and she finished in third. She's a 2-year-old, and in the horse racing lingo, her sire is a very prominent sire. And her broodmare sire is pretty prominent as well. So there you go. Hey, Medaglia Doro's her sire. Broodmare sire is Bernardini, which is real strong. So I'm feeding the dog piece by piece. This is how spoiled, absolute spoiled my dog is. Absolutely, completely spoiled. Yeah, so it's so the horse taking a nap. It's her name is Moonlight Dioro. She has she's just been in her second race, and she's done really well in both races. She just hasn't popped off her maiden yet. Next time out. What? I'm in the middle of a live stream, Bolo. I'm in the middle of a live stream. I'm gonna check his water. Hold on. Let's see. He's got plenty of water. Okay, you can get down. Yeah, all right. I think he wanted to drink. Yeah, he needs an indoor walk room. My next dog I'm getting, by the way, is gonna be a real dog. It's this dog was the gift to the ex-wife, and the dog liked me. So there you go. Yeah, no, I'll tell you what. Yeah, Moonlight Dioro is really good. Lazy Daisy's the horse that sold at Keeneland. Let's see if she remained in the U.S. of A. And I'll let you know here in a second because they had not posted her. It's her buyer last time I looked. Well, let's go down here. 52. Lazy Daisy. Sold to an agent, I guess buying for someone else, so who knows? It's so 80 grand. So there we go. If I had 80 grand, I would have bought her. No, she's not going to McDonald's. Renee, how are you? And okay, gang, give me a second. I'm gonna take him outside. I'll be right back. Hold on. It's the goofiest live stream in the world. I get interrupted by the dog. Ugh. Be right back. Hold on. All right, I'm back. Let's see if that solved the issue. Here we go. So let's see here. Let's see here. Great mentor, marine fish. Subjects. Albert J. Teal was one of your mentors. You see, there you go. He's missing an E. I have an extra E. And it's so that's really good. So yeah, so other than that, let's see. I finally have a bunch of fry with the super red plecos, so hopefully I'll be able to get those into. They're not anywhere near selling size yet, but hopefully they get to that point at some point and be able to go from there. Yeah, you see, Select Pet, you're exactly correct. That's where a guest, a guest would come in really good. Chris John, it's okay. I have the standard rule. Anytime you guys want to spend any time with me, it's really good. I'm in favor of it. I'm in favor of it whatsoever. I think I figured out what Bolo wants. You know what he wants me to do? He wants me to go to bed. It's too early. He hasn't gotten figured out to the new time yet. It's if I went to the bedroom, he would be quiet. Pomeranians, by the way, they do have a use, and one is as a herding dog. Bolo, No. Now he's coming to me, even though I can't hear a doggone thing. Okay, come on. Come on up. Yeah, so, okay, here we go. He laid down. All right, life's good. So sorry that we've disturbed this chasing around Bolo half the time. Yeah, no, the time changes are a real deal. Trust me. It is really, really a big deal. Yeah, there is a good thing about it is that, you know, and the weekday thing he's really weird with, by the way, with the dog, because I leave first thing in the morning, I come home for lunch, give him a big walk, head back to work, get back, and then walk him again, and then he go through there. Yeah, Bolo has never been. When he was a puppy, he eats when he wants to eat. And when he eats, he prefers. Now that he's older, he wants, and I think his teeth are bad, and they can't do anything with the teeth because it would kill him. Because he'd have a heart attack. He can't handle it. And here we go. Get a good look. Hello. See, is he cute or what? Let me see here. Allow you to see more of him. Yeah, he's got a cute little face. Yeah, what a good puppy. What a good puppy. But he's a bossy little thing. Aren't you? Let me do this real quick. I think he just wants me to go to bed, but I'm not going to bed till this is done. No, do you know what? The next dog I think I'm going to get is get the dog of my childhood, which is a Brittany. Not too big, not too small. They'll drive me to make sure I do a lot of walking because they love to go for walks. Very smart. They're a hunting dog that prefers, they like to hunt like pheasant, quail, that type of thing. And yeah, so I grew up with them. We had a show dog when I was a kid. We had one of the puppies that we raised was the number one obedience dog for Brittany's nationwide for a period. So we didn't keep her. She went and Brittany the Brittany. I Yeah, I'll tell you, they're good dogs. They're really, really smart. Here's the problem with them: they want to run, and a lot of them get. You have to be very careful because uh, they will both get uh, they will both go out and get, they'll get hit by a car real quick, and that happens a lot with those. You hearing him? He's going to make that noise until I go to bed. I'll tell you what, Rico Stan, I wish I was. That's him. I should probably do this. Hold on a second here. I'm gonna do a quick little video on my cell phone. Then I can so I'm putting it on camera. Okay, I'm recording him. See if I can get him to make noise here. Now that you put him on a camera, he's not making noise at all. Amazing how that works. Move it over. Okay, no noise. Okay, made a short video of him. I'll put it up on Facebook and Instagram later on. Marco, what's up, buddy? Yeah, it's not going to do it because, believe me, this dog is not stupid. Bird Garden, how are you? Welcome to the live stream. 19 people here. Thank you guys so much for 20 thumbs up. If you haven't given one, please do. I have yet to get to the point of being tempted to go marine fish, by the way. Just nuts. Oh, let me drink some water. Tonight's water, and by the way, where's our buddy David Samsel? Nestle Pure Life. Man, is that just, it's going out and taking care of a mighty thing. Yeah, I've never wanted to be a marine fish keeper. To go catch fish out in the ocean, absolutely. What? What? See, and here's the problem with having a deaf dog is that he can't hear me. No. No. When he used to be when he was a puppy, it's let's see here. It's not like your ex-wife. She could hear me. She just ignored me. Bolo, can you read lips? Huh? All right, gang. I think I have to walk him and go to bed. I think that's the only way he's going to be happy. Thank you guys for hanging out. I put out a video today. If you haven't seen it yet, please do. And it gives a look at a couple of different Guppy tanks I have. And again, thank you very much for being here. And we will see you not on Saturday, but I'll do a couple of videos around it. I'm going to be out on Saturday.